इम्प्लीमेंट करे चीज़ें, जो वो बोले, वो आइडियल स्टूडेंट की निशानी है, ना कि व्हाट ही इज़ वेयरिंग और व्हाट ही इज़ शोइंग अप.
Campaigning with like money dikhana, power dikhana is not the way you campaign.
A student leader should look like a student, not like a hooligan, not like a, as in mafia.
In India there is democratic sentiments in people, but नेपाल जितना एक्सट्रीम हमारे यहाँ नहीं होगा, बिकॉज वहाँ पे नेपोटिज्म, पॉलिटिकल इशू, करप्शन और भी बहुत सारे इश्यूज थे. एंड यस, मुझे नहीं लगता इंडिया में ये कभी होगा.
I think that what happened in Nepal, it will not happen really easily in India, because firstly India is a democracy in true sense, and I think the voices of people are heard here.
But also students should demonstrate their rights.
Youth is actually quite irresponsible in this country.
Our youth is very educated, so I don't think so we can do such things.
हो सकता है जिस तरीके से ये सरकारें कर रही हैं, तानाशाही पे उतर आती हैं कभी-कभी.
It is voting day here at Delhi University, and there's a lot of energy around the campus. DUSU students are turning out in huge numbers to vote. But apart from the banners and speeches, what are the real challenges that are bringing these students to vote? Come, let's find out.
What do you think an ideal student leader should look like?
Ideal student leader, according to me, is someone who talks on having a issue-based politics and working on it. मतलब जो इम्प्लीमेंट करे चीज़ें, जो वो बोले, वो आइडियल स्टूडेंट की निशानी है, ना कि व्हाट ही इज़ वेयरिंग और व्हाट ही इज़ शोइंग अप.
Rather than spending so much on campaigning and the vehicles, they should really interact with students and solve their problems. They should ensure a platform where students can actually reach out to them, rather than election campaign. They are available in election time, but after that you will never find them.
Not campaigning with like money dikhana, power dikhana is not the way you campaign. You campaign for the students' issues, core issues. You focus on them and work for them.
Someone who does not go to campaign on the basis of their money power or muscle power, but they should go on the ground, talk about the ground issues to the students of the college. They should every day go and meet the different students and be the voice of everyone. Even if the students do not support him, and if he wins, he should represent all of the students, and he should not be spreading false rumors about his opposition parties, and not giving freebies and not buying votes, but to appeal to every student on the basis of his manifesto and what he'll do after winning.
Someone who is not exactly most of the campaigns these days, they're all about flaunting wealth. An ideal student leader should be someone who can actually connect to the people.
A student leader should look like a student, not like a hooligan, not like a, as in mafia. He should be a very student that should look like, that should represent us firstly. And also candidates should come forward on their very abilities to lead, and not on the basis of money and muscle power. That's the one thing I vouch for. And hopefully the politics in the entire DUSU community would change for better in the years to come.
Should look like a student first of all. He should be grounded. He should actually be realistically speaking about those issues which really matter, not just bizarring about any community or
not soft launching himself into politics as they do these days.
The one who supports the welfare of other children, the one who is with them no matter what happens, without any bribe or anything, and who integrates with them as a student, not as a leader, who understands their problem like a student, not as a leader, and then takes an action.
Who genuinely want to do a change. ऐसा नहीं कि मतलब elections हो गए and then bye. No, not like that.
Look like a student, of course, no money power, muscle power, all of those things. But yeah, it's how politics works, so we can't do anything, right?
जो आपसे कनेक्ट कर पाए, जो आप में से ही निकला हो, जिनके साथ आप खुल के बातचीत कर सके, अपनी जो प्रॉब्लम्स हैं उनको बता सके.
तो सब स्टूडेंट्स की बातें सुने, उनसे कनेक्ट करें और सबको इकट्ठा करके रखें, क्योंकि बहुत ग्रुप्स बन जाते हैं, सब अलग अलग हो जाते हैं, वो अच्छी बात है नहीं.
Ideal students should not be like how our few leaders are now, mostly talking about the money politics which they use and also muscle power which they use. I think ideal student leaders should be like students. They should talk about students and should behave like students.
Do you think what happened in Nepal can happen in India?
I feel like we should not be that aggressive and all that, but yes, there should be a revolt whenever the government is not responding to us. There are many issues on which government is paying no attention. So someday might be.
Yeah, it can.
All right, why do you think so?
like the I know कि जो Gen Z हैं वो they can protest for their rights, they can protest for their benefits, or if they want to, they can.
I think what happened in Nepal was the choice of Nepali people. There was corruption going on. If we look at the per capita income of Nepal, then it is around $1,100, whereas in India we have around $2,500 per capita income. So overall, the Nepal's economy was crumbling down. The people were dissatisfied with the political leadership. We can see that there may be dissatisfaction in India, but it is not to that level that we might turn into our streets, because in India there is democratic sentiments in people, but नेपाल जितना एक्सट्रीम हमारे यहाँ नहीं होगा, बिकॉज वहाँ पे नेपोटिज्म, पॉलिटिकल इशू, करप्शन और भी बहुत सारे इश्यूज थे. एंड यस, मुझे नहीं लगता इंडिया में ये कभी होगा.
I think that what happened in Nepal, it will not happen really easily in India, because firstly India is a democracy in true sense, and I think the voices of people are heard here.
Firstly, the government right now is quite stable here in India as compared to the entire subcontinent. So I'm not hoping of such incidents in the future. But also students should demonstrate their rights to vote, and also for the very thing that the entire Nepal protest came for, to stand against corruption. As in students body should lead forward towards the battle against corruption. I think that's the way forward to go.
I think so. It can happen in India because considering our demographic dividend, the amount of youth which is unemployed and depressed by the authorities and like facing issues from the authorities is a very huge number. So I think if the circumstances and the political scenario shifts towards that way and the youth gets ragified, so I think that kind of situation might happen in our country also.
You got a point somewhere, but I don't think that would actually happen on that scale. Right.
Okay.
The youth is actually quite irresponsible in this country. Whatever happened in Nepal was majorly because they were, what do I call it? They had strong causes first of all, and then they were more responsible basically.
Yeah, for sure. India is a country with the vast diversity, and it can for sure happen in the future if the government will not take actions accordingly.
No, I don't think so. Our youth is very educated, so I don't think so we can do such things.
हो सकता है जिस तरीके से ये सरकारें कर रही हैं, तानाशाही पे उतर आती हैं कभी-कभी, या फिर अभी भारत में तो हम देख ही रहे हैं बीजेपी की चीज़ें, और लेकिन भारत एक काफ़ी बड़ा देश है, वहाँ पे अलग-अलग लोग बटे हुए हैं, तो यहाँ पे होना थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है.
I think it can happen, but I think कि रिलीजन बेस पे ज़्यादा होगा, वहाँ पे तो सबका ज़रूरत है, बट यहाँ मुझे लगता है रिलीजन बेस पे हो सकता है वही नेपाल वाला सिचुएशन.
No, I don't think that can happen in India, because we are biggest democracy, and I don't think that our government will be able to suppress the social media here because of many reasons, and I think we have better options to protest.